Yeah, a lot of calls from folks. They want starting out and they want to start making money, real quick. I'm sure you like that. You're like, man, I could really use a big $10,000 paycheck, get caught up, and maybe do some marketing, that kind of thing. And the challenge is, it's just really for you starting out. It's really easy. I've talked about this before in videos, taking shortcuts. And so one of the shortcuts is going to just be get on Zillow or for sale, or somebody owners certainly. But if you can get stuff that's active, right? That people know about it, and just get a realtor, and a realtor makes all these offers for you. And you just think, oh man, if I just get one of them, all I need is one, right? Do the math, and 10 grand, it gives you a little bit of cash, and you do your own marketing. Here's the challenge, okay? And the purpose of this video is to really kind of explain to you the challenges you're going to have with on-market properties. And I want to say this because a lot of people say, you hear a lot of people, they talk about it. They want on-market properties. A lot of people they defend themselves by I go after on-market properties. I made a lot of money doing it, and that's sure great if you can do that. It's fine. I'm not saying it's wrong. You won't make money. However, you need to own, not just know, but own the fact that it's exponentially more difficult for you to sell as a real estate wholesaler an on-market property. Okay, the biggest challenge you're going to have is, again, as a real estate wholesaler, you have to bring value to your buyers. Does that make sense? Okay. And I'm telling you right now, every buyer worth a salt who's a good buyer, they all have access to the MLS. Two, every realtor in town is sending them the same, hey, new listing, you gotta see this listing. Oh, the price reduced. Oh, it's great. Hey, it's back on market, right? Everybody knows these houses. Okay, it's not some secret deal, right? So cash buyers know this. And if you go in there and you get a property under contract as a wholesaler, you don't have any money, you don't have any experience, just starting out. They're going to go, why do I need you to put an offer on the same house I knew about? We've all known about it. I mean, I can't tell you how many times, we get together with other flippers and, go to the pub or whatever, but talking about, oh, yeah, I remember that one stupid house on 3rd Street, sold, they want too much. Yeah, but, right? We all know about it. So you're not bringing anything to the table by, getting under contract and trying to sign it to your buyer, right? Does that make sense? So that's the first way. You got to bring some value to your buyer. Now, fair enough. You may say, well, I've talked to a buyer and he's busy with drywall contractors and he goes back and forth to Hawaii and blah, blah, blah. So he asked me if I could put offers on some of these properties in MLS. Okay, great. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. Because all you are is essentially a business partner with him, and you're an extension of his business model. Okay. But if you don't have a relationship with your cash buyer, get a house in a contract for, house is listed for 200 and you get on a contract for 180 and you call a cash buyer, hey, I got on the contract for 180, but I'll sell it to you for, 200. He's going to go, well, I could have done that. In fact, he's got the proof of funds, which you don't, to really show, hey, I can close literally next Tuesday, right? No problem, right? Does that make sense? So, but the second way you need to know about cash buyers is really cash buyers, they're always thinking about resellability, okay? And so it's much easier once you buy a house, put sweat equity into it, and you sell it, and you put on the market to sell. It's much easier if there's no record of what you bought it for. Here's what I mean by that, okay? Cash buyers, I mean, I've done this many times. Bought a house in MLS, fixed it up, bought it for 100, put 50 grand into it, tried to sell for 300 because it was worth it, right? The comps are there and it needed a lot of work. I had mold and I did all the stuff to it, right? And when I have my C buyer, they're coming to get a loan, they get their appraiser, and the first thing the appraiser does, they get on MLS and they say, oh, this guy, he bought this house. He bought it like, man, it was a couple months ago. He bought it for 100 grand. Now he's trying to sell for 300. Man, something's fishy here. I don't like that. He's just trying to get rich quick, right? I can't. And I've had him call me on the phone. Hey, man, I know what you bought it for, dude. No, I'm not. You're making too much profit. I'm not going to let you. I'm gonna. You're trying to sell for 300 on the contract. I'm going to say it's worth 280 because that's only fair. They said that to me. Like, how's that America? I mean, but they have so much power, right? And so you got to deal with that. So they may have, depending on who your lender is, they may have what they call investor overlays. They may have a deal where if you make over, if you put it this way, you buy for 100 and you sell them for 300, they may go, since you're making over 100% profit, we're going to have two appraisals done. That's crazy, right? Even though you did that 50 grand worth of work, I'm not going to show them before and after pictures, spreadsheets of all this stuff. They don't care, right? So that's the challenge your C buyer has. Okay, so know that. Okay, whenever you try and get some properties on market properties, these are the challenges you as a wholesaler are going to have trying to get your buyer to want to buy that. Okay, these are real stories I'm telling you. I'm not just making this up to make a video kind of thing. So listen, if you have any more questions about this clarification, you want to do free strategy session, just let me know below, and maybe we'll do some joint venture. Talk to you in the next video.